Hi, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday to Loop Day, right? So, hope your week has been going really well and it continues to do so. So, welcome to today's training. Today is all about transferable skills. For those of you who know me and have been following me for a while, you will know that this is a common topic that I speak about. Transferable skills is really like the Swiss knife of today's current market. It's all about knowing your full potential, all that you can bring to any role, to any industry, to anything that you do, really, regardless of where you are, where you want to go. And it opens up a sea of possibilities for yourself to know your true potential, to know what you can do in any role in any industry, as I said. So transferable skills really are extremely important. So, and because I've been discussing this for a number of times already for, some time, and I've been having numerous conversations about it and questions and so on. Today, the training will not be just me talking like it usually is here on our LinkedIn Live, but I'm going to be sharing some slides as well so that you don't have to take notes and you can see it because some of you are more visual than others. So I'm going to put up some screens on how to identify and use your transferable skills. Okay, so there we go. Let me add the slides. Here we are. So, as always, if you have any comments, please post them. I'm not sure I can see them as I'm going live, but if I cannot, I can see them afterwards and I can answer any questions. And as well, if you're catching the replay, I would love to know your thoughts. Just put some comments underneath the live, or as always, come and speak to me. You can DM me or you can email me. Okay, so let's dive right into it, shall we? So, how to identify and use your transferable skills. My promise to you is that I'm going to show you how to identify your full value when it comes to work. And not only that, but also how to leverage it so that you can achieve all of your career aspirations. This is what it's all about, okay? Achieving your goals, achieving your desires so that you can get that sense of fulfillment, sense of purpose. Well, this is all that's my core mission. I'm all about that, as you know, as a career clarity coach. So this training is for you if you feel a little bit lost when it comes to know your full value, your potential, right? Or in other words, your transferable skills. If you'd like to pivot your career, but you're not really sure how you can leverage your full skill set, and you are a little bit unsure how to demonstrate your full value to potential or even your current employers, okay? Because when you know your value, when you know your potential, you are more likely to say yes to opportunities, and not only that, to even seek out new opportunities. They will make you feel like you are growing, you are expanding, you are evolving in your career. And as human beings, we all need that. We all need this feeling of growth, of development. So, a little bit about me, because what I've learned in my personal journey, because my background was banking. I worked in banking for almost 14 years, and then I transitioned into being a career coach, a career clarity coach. So, I've learned a lot about how you can identify your full value, your transferable skills, and how you can use that to then move into a total different field, into a total different career. Okay, so what I've discovered that are really good lessons for you to know as well is we all have a lot more to offer than simply our job titles. Okay, sometimes we believe like I'm a risk manager, I'm a project manager, I'm a banker, I'm a personal assistant, whatever it might be that you do, and this is all I am. No, you are so much more than that. So, be granted, this is a fact. Every experience, no matter how big or small, has contributed to your current level of knowledge and expertise. Okay, it could be a little project, it could be a personal experience, it could be a hobby. Everything that you do in all areas of your life have contributed to who you are today, to your full level of expertise. Okay, it's very hard for us as women to identify all that we bring to the table, both at work and at home. Okay, we are by nature extremely humble and we are our biggest critics. Of course, there are exceptions, But generally speaking, women are a lot more than that than men are. So it's hard for us to identify that. So that's why we need to pay attention. We need to make a conscious effort to do so. And once you know what new role or career you are looking to get, it's a lot easier, okay, to walk backwards and identify what you have to be a great fit for it. It's a lot harder to not know your transferable skills, not knowing where you want to go, and then find out what your next step is. Ooh, that's kind of a lot of unknown, right? If you like mathematics, you know that, ooh, there's too many unknown factors in the equation. It's very hard to solve. But if you know where do you want to go and you know your transferable skills, you can identify, okay, if I want to go there and I'm here, how do I match? And you almost do like an assessment analysis, and you know exactly what you bring to the table and how to really sell yourself to potential employers. Okay. So by the end of this training, you will know how to list all of your transferable skills and how to best use them to demonstrate your full value. As I said, this training is not only if you're looking to move jobs or careers. This could be to gain confidence in your current role. This could be to seek new opportunities where you are currently. And this could be even used once you know your full value to have salary conversations. Okay. Once you know your potential, your value, the world is your oyster, right? Like you can conquer it. You can expand into every direction that you like to. Side moves, a promotion, different job, whatever it might be that you want to go. Okay. So, how do you identify your transferable skills? Step number one, okay, reflect on your achievements. This is massively important. Look at all that you have achieved in your life. Here are a few examples of questions. What key roles did you have in your career? What projects have you successfully delivered, both at work and at home? What do you do with ease? I call this the natural talents, okay? And self-reflection is key to truly identify your full value. Okay, once you know what you have achieved, ask yourself, what do I have? What have I developed that allowed me to achieve those things? Okay, this is really how you start to identify your transferable skills. Okay, once you know that, you'll know, oh, okay, so I have this type of skills that allow me to reach those results. This is the key. Right? Give you here an example. Let's say that you threw an amazing birthday party for your husband. Let's say for your wife, because you are a great baker, let's say, and you have excellent organizational skills, and maybe you even have a bit of a creative vein. Okay, this is, as you can see, nothing to do with work, but those are skills that you can use anywhere really. If you're great at organizing, right? Then you can use that to organize stuff at work. You can do that to manage projects. You can do to manage the workload of your team. You can do that to manage your own workload or to manage your diary, for example, right? And if you have a bit of a creative vein, then you might be great at organizing social stuff for your team, for charity, because all big organizations do a lot of charity work, or you can use that to be involved in some marketing projects. Again, the possibilities are endless, but it all starts by you knowing what is the skill set, what are the skills that you have that will allow you to then be involved and be brilliant at doing other stuff. Okay, so once you have all kind of a list of all the skills you have, including your natural talents, don't forget that. What are natural talents? Natural talents are things that you were born with. Okay, so once I had a client that she told me, every time I go to a party, I start thinking, why are the coats right here? This doesn't flow. This thing should be there. The bar should be over there. This is a natural talent of her, right? She looked at things and she thinks, how is best for people to interact with the space? How does it flow? No one taught her that, right? This was born with her. This was her natural talent. Okay, so we all have that. So think about the things that come so natural to you that you believe that everyone else has them, and they don't, right? Because they're unique to you. Well, some people will, for sure, but not everyone, which in other words is your natural talent. So think about those as well. Okay, so make a list of all of that, skills, natural talent, and then you are ready for step number 2. Step number 2 is then making a skill inventory. Once you know the skills that you have, it's time to focus on listing and categorizing them. I personally recommend that you categorize them by 3 different kind of headings. One are your soft skills, excuse me, things like stakeholder management, team management, people management. Technical skills, so let's say you are great at market risk or that you are great at derivatives, so whatever are your technical expertise. And then thirdly, your personality traits slash natural talent once again. So make a heading, 3 columns, and start listing them. And also remember to start highlighting the skills that you truly enjoy using, right? Because you might have a number of skills that actually it's great, you have them, you can do a great job, but you don't enjoy it. So start seeing from the stuff that you can do, what do you actually enjoy, okay? So that you want to do more of, in other words. So a transferable skill is something that you have as a strength that can be used in a variety of scenarios. For example, people management, okay? Or an even mundane example to really illustrate what I'm talking about. It's just like when you start to walk, okay? The simple act of walking, i.e. having the right balance between your right and your left leg, right? Or your right and your left foot. It means that you can walk at home, you can walk on the beach, you can run up a mountain, you can do everything, right? Which means is that it's the basis, okay, for another activity as well. So a transferable skill is something that you have that can be used in a variety of scenarios, and then you can use that to start building on it as well and continue to develop and evolve, right? So let's say that you've been, a communications expert, right? In the corporate space, right? So you are good at writing, you are good at sending a message, at delivering a message, at storytelling, for example, right? You've done that in the corporate space. That's a transferable skill. Let's say that you now want to open your business and you want to do that for small businesses like I have, right? So for a coaching business that puts posts out there to attract potential coaching clients. Let's say that, for example, what you have the skill is that you are good at writing, you're good at storytelling. So you can use that, but you can build on it because you've done that for corporates. So you are delivering like a very corporate formal message, and you're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to grow and evolve into a more personal, more individualistic approach. But your basic transferable skill is that you can use that to gain a role, and then you continue to develop and grow, right? So you have what it takes at the basics, and then you grow. So this is what I'm talking about here in terms of the walking, in this example being the basis for something else. So knowing your transferable skills will allow you to identify what type of career transitions would be a great fit for you, right? This is very, very important. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of my tea because my throat is a bit sore today. And I don't want to be losing my voice, okay? Third step, validate your self-reflection. To truly know your full value and define your future options, it's key that your analysis is 100% complete and 100% accurate, right? So you can consider validating your full skill set by seeking feedback from your manager, your peers, and even your friends and family, okay? People who know you and work with you will also know what you are great at. Okay, positive and honest feedback is an invaluable source of information, right? Particularly when it comes to things that you tend to take it as granted when it comes to your natural talents. So there will be things, let's say, I'm great at giving advice. Always been, never really paid attention to it. It's one of the things that made me kind of wanting to go into coaching. So when oh, thank you. Just saw a comment. I can see comments from LinkedIn, so that's amazing. So when you can ask your friends and family, they will tell you, right? So when I've, I was kind of thinking about the idea of going into coaching, and I told my friends, I told my family, they were like, oh yeah, I think you'd be great at that. Because every time I need an advice, I go to you and you don't judge me. You give me the options, you give me the pros and cons. And this is all about coaching, right? So this is my example. But a lot of other people have different examples. People that are close to you, they know you. They really know what you're great at. They can pinpoint the stuff that you are so good at that they see it almost as a big compliment, as something different, because not everyone else has it. And these are your natural talents. And of course, at work is the same thing. If you ask your manager, your peers, they'll be able to pinpoint the stuff they're really good at. Maybe you're great at engagement. Maybe you're great at governance. Maybe you are great in a particular technical skill. So either you know it or not, it's always good to get feedback, and you can use that because it's great and it's widespread feedback nowadays. Big organizations have 360 feedback tools, so you can use that, right, to gather it. So, pro tip. You can be as open and honest about the reason you are asking for feedback as you'd like, okay? Because if you are, let's say, if you're looking to understand the transferable skills to pivot your career and you don't want to tell that to your manager, that's fine. You can just say, I'm doing a self-reflection. I want to understand what I'm really good at and the things that I potentially can work on, I can be better at. You can ask for feedback on that basis, okay? Remember, you can share as much or as little as you'd like, and no one will see a hidden agenda or anything like that. It's just about you knowing your full value. And as I said, in big organizations, it is a common practice nowadays to do that, right? One thing that I would recommend is that if you have like already a 360 mechanism within your company, it has some structure to it, so you can use that. If not, you can, as I said, you can just send an email and ask for feedback, but always give a bit of structure so that you have comparable feedback. And not only that, then you have what you need. If you send a very open email and you say, I would just like to get some feedback on my performance, people will look at different elements of it because that's just the human mind. People look at the same question in very different ways and they'll answer in very different ways as well. So don't do that. Give them a bit of structure. One that I love is to the stop, start, and continue, which means stop telling me things that I do that are not working. For example, micromanaging. If you were micromanaging someone, maybe they'll tell you it's a bit too much. I need more independence. Okay, you can stop doing that. Start. Maybe you don't do regular team meetings. Maybe your team would like that. So they can say you should start to do regular team meetings and continue the stuff that you're good at and you should continue to do. Maybe you are good at presenting, right? At compelling PowerPoints and then presenting them, sending a message, the storytelling element. Maybe you're good at that and you should continue to doing exactly that. So it's always good to give them structure, right? So once you have a full validated list of skills, you'll know your transferable ones and you know your full value. So you'll know your transferable skills. You have identified your transferable skills, which is the first part of the training. But it's one thing to know your transferable skills and a total different one to know how to use them, right? So let's now go into the second part of the training. So for your fifth step, in terms of you starting to understand what is it that you should start to be doing, after you've identified your transferable skills and you know which ones you want your new project or role or career to focus on, it's time to go down the old research route. Okay, so you can look for opportunities that require someone with your profile. Knowing your professional profile allows you to identify which opportunities you are a good fit for, right? So also, it's great. Okay, I have all these skills. What can I do with these skills? You research the potential opportunities. But once you know that, another great thing to do is almost like a gap analysis. Okay, so you know the potential areas, and then you match your skills, and you're like, okay, what else do I need if I'm really interested in that opportunity over there? Okay, so do that, and then you can identify the areas to focus on. A great way of doing some practical research is you can go for the internet, of course, Googling stuff, but it's also to ask your network. Okay, ask your network. If you know someone that's working in a particular company you want to move into, if it's working in your company in a different role, or it's a level up and you want to reach that level, just have open conversations about it and say, how do you think that I'll be, and I'll be doing in a particular position? Do you think I'm a good fit? What do you think I'm missing? Right? Once you already know kind of the stuff that you bring to the table, so you can sell yourself a little bit and then ask them, is there anything else that I might be missing? And then you can get that real, it's so valuable, the real feedback, okay, about a real position. And then completing your research will allow you to identify which career or job changes are easy and immediately available for you, right? When the gap analysis is no gaps or is very, very small that you can, get your way around it, it's immediately available for you. So this is the beauty of knowing your transferable skills. And then lastly, you can update your external profile. Once you know your transferable skills, it's time to update your CV and LinkedIn profile based on that. Showcase your professional profile by focusing on your skills rather than your specific achievements. Okay. For example, if you have great analytical skills, rather than stating that you were a hedge fund analyst, you don't say that. You say that you have really strong analytical skills and you've used them on your being a hedge fund analyst, rather than being a hedge fund analyst and then using your skills. You see the difference? It's a subtle difference. But when you pick up a CV, if you start the sentence by your skill, that's what you can focus on. That's what recruiters or potential employers will see. That's what they remember most of. Not that you were a hedge fund analyst, no, but that you had those skills and that you've proven and you've developed and you've even acquired those skills while you were in a certain position, right? You want to put the focus, the spotlight on the skills, right? And your external profile must articulate what you want your network or a potential employer to know about you. Remember that your CV and your LinkedIn profile are like your business card to the world, okay? So always remember that. Showcasing your skills is purely start to discuss your expertise by the skills you have and using the specific experience as evidence of those skills rather than the other way around, as I just explained. Right? Is literally the structure of the sentence, is how you position yourself. You're positioning yourself as a bag of skills, right? Literally, you're a bag of skills rather than a specific job title. You don't want that. You want to be a bag of skills because it means that you bring a lot more to the table than just a replica of a job title, right? So if you're changing careers or applying to be a part of a new project, to write an email or a cover letter stating why you have a personal interest in the opportunity can also go a long way. Remember that we are now in an era that a lot of people are moving jobs, they're going for different types of roles, they are really exploring their interests. They're going for what truly motivates them rather than just going through the very traditional career ladder. We are seeing more and more of that, right? We all know that there are numerous stories all around about this. You may have, colleagues, friends that have done that. You might have done it yourself. So because of that, now is a great time to pursue that. And the key to it is the transferable skills. That's what I keep on saying, it's all about transferable skills. So it's up to you to demonstrate that you have what it takes for the opportunity you are pursuing. Okay. Remember, no one knows you as better as you. No one knows your value as better as you. So that's it. You know yourself, sell yourself, okay, in a confident, authoritative way. Right? To know your transferable skills is an absolute asset in today's world. It allows you to not only pivot your career and grab opportunities more aligned to your ambition, but also to increase your perceived value to your employer, as everyone is looking for flexible, adaptable professionals, right? That's why I mentioned at the beginning of the training. You don't have to be looking to change careers or jobs, to be focused on your transferable skills. Focus on those. You'll know your full value, your potential. You can show your employer what else you can do. And that can be a great way to move up in your career. It can be a great way to get a salary increase, to really know your value, be confident in yourself. Know what else you can bring, demonstrate that to your employer. Grab those opportunities and, continue to move up. So let's be kind of specific. What are the transferable skills impacts, right? So if you focus on achievements, you are almost put in a box. The perception is that you can only do a similar role to the one you've been doing. Your career choices are then limited. And it means that your CV and your LinkedIn profile will reflect the outputs that you've helped to create over the years. The key here is they show the output you've helped to create. They don't show your value, right? On the other hand, if you focus on transferable skills, you demonstrate all that you can offer to any role. You bring with yourself years of knowledge and experience, right? And therefore, your career choices are vast, right? There's a wide range for you. And then your CV and LinkedIn profile will reflect your full value, all the strengths and what you can achieve with them, right? This is the key. You're a bag of skills, as I keep saying, right? So this is really important. So we now came to the end of the training. I absolutely love this topic. As you can see, it's so important, and I hope I've managed to kind of pass that message of the importance of it. And above all, I do hope you have enjoyed this training. And because of that, because you're here with me until the end, I have a special offer for you. I'm thrilled to offer you the opportunity to go deep and specific into a full value proposition with me, okay? Come and grab a 90-minute career strategy session with me, okay? These are sessions that I have. All the details are on my website if you want to take a look. And I'm going to be opening my diary for more sessions in the coming weeks. So come and talk to me. I can tell you, how to choose a good topic that we can deep dive into 90 minutes. Remember, it's just one session is 90 minutes. Therefore, we can choose one topic or two very small ones, okay, if you really want to kind of squeeze two in there. It comes with a follow-up of my support for a full week afterwards, so that we don't have a session and then you're kind of, okay, now I'm feeling a little bit alone. No. And a great topic to discuss on a 90-minute career session are your transferable skills. It's to deep dive into truly who you are. And then once we know that, we go through all the steps to identify who you are, we make the inventory of skills, then we reflect that on your CV and your LinkedIn profile together, right? That could be the follow-up that I'll support you throughout the email, throughout the week. So if you're interested, if this sparks an interest, as always, either post something in the comments, DM me or email me. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the training and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. Speak soon.